Hey, ThousandPoundPig here, and there's a new Smite patch. There's been a bunch of changes to the game. First I'll talk about the icons, then the new items, the new UI, a bunch of other things, and then I'll go into detail about each god, including a reworked Arachne. Odin also has some new skills, and the new god Kulkulkan. First, if you go down to the icon, click that, and you go to the icon store, you can see that there's a bunch of new icons. Nothing too special here, but there is a Slovenia flag, and I say that because I remember there's someone on YouTube mentioned that they were from Slovakia, so I've always been looking for that. So, Slovenia, that's close enough, isn't it? It's probably not, I know. You probably get annoyed by people making that. Maybe they will have Slovakia one day. I get annoyed when someone says Austria instead of Australia, but still no Slovakia flag, sorry, but they're close. First item we're going to look at is Odysseus bow. So go into your item builder, click on attack speed, and it's there. It's on the same path as the Executioner Kinseis Odysseus bow. You can get it after getting the balance blade, so let's read it. Every basic attack has a 25% chance to trigger chain lightning, damaging the target and up to 4 nearby enemies for 30 damage, 50% of your total physical power. This cannot trigger more than once every 1 second. That is 40% attack speed as well. This sounds pretty insane, honestly. It sounds like Zeus's chain lightning ability, and if this can be placed on a god like Mercury, or an assassin which, thrives on basic attacks, maybe Osiris, this sounds insane. Next, there are 2 sets of helmets. So if you go to your items, go into power, you'll see the Dynasty plate helm. Just click on that and you can read the path. It goes Imperial helmet, Jade Mountain helmet, and here are the new items. First we'll look at Celestial Legion helm. It gives you 40 magical power, 50 physical protection. If you are crit, you cannot be crit again for the next 3 seconds, and gain 40 magical power during that time. Cannot activate more than once every 20 seconds. A lot of people are saying that this is a defense item for mages, where in the late game you get crit by carries and assassins by like 3 hits, 3 basic attacks, and you're dead. This will help give you a lot of defense, specifically against Naja, who a lot of people are now saying is the worst god in the game because of this Celestial Legion helm. But the drawback is you can either get this item, which costs over 3,000 gold, or you can get an item such as Spear of the Magus, something which helps you do more damage. And for a mage, what do you want to do? More damage, or do you want to survive against those carries, which is a bit more situational. Next is the Dynasty plate helm, which is a little bit similar. It gives you 30 magical power and 30 physical protection, and it gives you more magical penetration. So not a great item, but the variety is there, and more items is a good thing at the moment. New tutorials have been put into the game, including an arena tutorial and a conquest tutorial.
The first thing you should do is purchase items. Press I to open. The first task in the arena is to clear the creature buff caps, gaining powerful enhancements for your team in the early game. As an assassin, you'll want to acquire the damage buff for yourself. This
tutorials even goes into detail in the lobby screen, which is something really cool.
The hunter class excels at long-range combat.
But I wish there was some kind of league tutorial about the etiquette of league modes, such as who gets to choose first. It's pick order, not call order, like casual conquest. And there's a bunch of other things. I've been thinking about making a video of it myself, but there really should be something in game for it, so people can get in and understand the league mode a bit easier. The new HUD is pretty basic, not much new. You can see the god picture down there, it's a square now instead of a circle, and you just see it's more blocky everywhere. But if you press escape and you click on HUD editor, and you can see down the bottom right hand corner, left shift and tab, these 2 things are always open, really annoying. Anyway, you can shut these off by going to scoreboard help, clicking hide HUD element, that'll get rid of that one. And what's the other one? Objective, passive meter, minimap, it's free mouse. It's free mouse help. Get rid of that one as well. And then apply, and that is infinitely better. There's a lot more room now. Really cool. Don't forget about the HUD editor. You can move things around, change the size of things. But it is finally time to talk about all the gods. First up, as always, is Agni. And you can see next to emotes there's a 2 circle there. That's to say that there's new emotes there, obviously. So you can just see some emotes if you can click on them. Next is Amuz Cab. He has emotes as well, too. Again, just clap and wave. But he also has a skill which has been changed. His honey oh no, his hives, they no longer provide lifesteal to those to attack them. So a carry could run up to them, start hitting them, get some lifesteal thanks to Devourer's Gloves or Death's Toll, even though it's a damn hive. It's not a god. So that was kind of stupid, and they fixed that. Anher has nothing new. Anubis, nothing new. Oh, let's look at Anubis's wave. This will be interesting. Yeah, okay, it looks kind of stupid. Aphrodite, she has been nerfed by a little bit. Her skill Kiss, it now has a 3-second cooldown if it hits a friendly, rather than it has no cooldown at all. It's kind of a big nerf for Aphrodite because you can't kiss so fast now. You can't kiss a friendly god and then kiss them to stun them immediately. So there's going to be less Aphrodite seen because of this, I think. Apollo claps like an idiot. Who the hell claps like this? But it's time for the first big god change, and that is Arachne, one of my favourite gods. I loved her kit, and they've changed her. So we're going to jump into practice mode. Arachne had a lot of problems. Mainly she didn't seem to have an escape, and a lot of people didn't know how to play on her team. She would miss her ultimate, which was to pull people to her, even though it had an extremely low cooldown, so it wasn't such a big deal if you did miss it. But Arachne's been changed, unfortunately, so let's look at the moves. First off, you'll see that her model has not been changed one bit. I was a bit surprised at this because Arachne is a very old god. She was made back in the beta, and her model hasn't been changed at all, I think. Her passive is Arachne's basic attack gains 1.5% physical damage for every 5% of a target's missing health. So she does more... yeah, alright. She does more damage based on the missing health an enemy has. So that's nothing impressive. But she also has an attack chain here. See, she kind of attacks quite fast, I think. Because she doesn't have spiders, she doesn't have her cocoon ability. You'll see she seems to be doing more damage now. She isn't so reliant on the spiders. Her first ability is called Venomous Bite. Upon activation, Arachne's next basic attack within 5 seconds does additional damage and infects the target with venom, dealing damage over time and healing Arachne every 0.5 seconds for 0.3 seconds. So, to do this, I'll just attack the minions, take a bit of damage from them. Look how much damage I'm doing to them. Not that much. Alright, now that you look at my health, I'll activate 1, and you can see I got a bit of life still. That's what it looks like. I'm healed right back up. Really cool, so that will help Arachne get a bit of sustain while in the jungle, as well as that burst damage which she was missing, so she can surprise people, because that's what assassins do, they gank and surprise people. Her next ability is called Cocoon. Arachne spindles her webbing and her next 3 successful basic attacks are executed with increased attack speed. If all 3 attacks hit the same target, that target is stunned. So I gotta press my 2 and then hit the same target 3 times to get them stunned. So we'll get rid of these small ones first. Look at that damage, it's pretty good. Alright, 1, 2, 3. See, it was quite fast because the attack speed is just so fast, but it seems to be quite easy to get 3 basic attacks off. And I'll show you that again when I fight the robot. Her 3 is Arachne spins a wall of web. Enemies who pass through the web are slow, revealed to Arachne, and leave a trail of web behind them. That increases Arachne's movement speed and makes her immune to slows. Breaking the web also spawns broodlings, which deal damage to nearby enemies. Arachne can only have 2 walls active at a time, 240-second lifetime. So you can't leave them around too long. But watch this. I'll put the web there. Spiders will come out and start attacking everything. The spiders seem to do as much damage as what they did before. They're still kind of hiding inside each other, the spiders, which is weird. But you can only have 2 up at once, which is going to be interesting because the egg is missing. So if I wanted to, I don't know, I could do that. And that looks kind of cool. Nothing happens if you jump through it. But you can have 2 of these open at once. You can't have heaps of eggs lying all around the place. That's kind of why I liked Arachne before. I could have like 4 or 5 eggs around a conquest map, and I could use them as wards basically. And her 4th ability is called Nightcrawler. Arachne flips up to her infinite web, hanging upside down above the lane and increasing her movement speed. She may leap off the web to deal damage to all enemies in the target area. So I'll just do that. There. Yeah. So that gives her a bunch of new burst damage. Nothing special. Honestly, I don't like the ultimate. So we got 2 more tests for her. First is the wave clear test. So what is the best way for her to clear a wave? Let's try by putting down the web. Yep, that will activate the spiders. It will help her do a bit more damage. She can also put some attack speed while she damages the minions. I think that's probably the best thing to do, is just your 3, 1 and 2. They can all be used for wave clearing. Honestly, I think the web is better for... You can put that behind you, so if I was to go to a lane, you just put that behind you, and then you go fight, you know, something in a lane. It's just an added protection, so you don't really need wards as much as what other assassins would. But we'll try the fire giant test now, see if we can fight the fire giant. So, typical assassin speed against the fire giant. Some items, and it was very easy. It only went down to yellow health, and I didn't even have to use Hand of Gods. Apart from this, she also has a new skin called the Toxic Caress skin. Hang on. It's not showing. Maybe there's a bug. Get it? A bug? Yeah, it's not showing. It's a green skin. Oh, well, I'll show you the card there anyway. It's green. Green Arachne, so what? I thought they might be doing Black Widow for the default skin, but I guess not, because everyone loves the Black Widow skin. I can't blame them. Toxic Caress skin isn't showing up. Also, look at her clap. Pretty cool. Ares is next. Nothing special. He has a nice friendly wave. And look at those arms. He has such small arms. Artemis, she has a really weird clap like her brother. Athena, nothing special. Bacchus has a nice clap. I love that. And a wave. He also has a new skin. It is called the King. It's picking on Elvis, or this is the fat Elvis. I don't like it that much, but there's a big controversy about that, because if you look at all of Bacchus's skins, there is no premium skin. There's Father Christmas, which is an event skin, but there's no premium skin for him, which is why people were upset, because this skin here, it can now only be achieved by getting treasure chests, and a lot of people are not happy with that, because now if you go get a treasure chest, you can get a clapping emote from a god which you hardly play as, such as Kulkulkan or something, instead of, you know, a good chance to get the skin you want. But that really sucks, I think. There's not going to be many King Bacchuses running around, I think. Bacchusur looks very happy when he waves. The first patch after the Kulkulkan release, Kulkulkan has been ripped apart by the community. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. Nobody really knows how to play him, it seems. But a lot has changed with him. And his skills have been changed. Basically, his movement speed has been increased by 5, so it used to be 360, now it's 365. I'm not sure if that's too different from the other gods, but it's you know, it's a buff, I guess. His refraction shield, probably his most useful ability, everyone says, is that he runs up, he hits someone, and he stuns him. Basically, the ability has been changed, so he gains protections on each hit rather than removes them. He gets 8 per stacks, maximum 5 stacks. The ability also no longer gives Kulkulkan passive protection, and the base damage has been increased at max level from 290 to 330. So if you're playing against a Kulkulkan and his shields start glowing purple, watch out, because it will hurt and stun ya. Tremor's magical power scaling has increased from 25% to 35%. Again, watch out. This Tremors, it seems to surprise you how much damage you do when you're Kulkulkan, and this is a 10% increase, so this is quite big considering a lot of people haven't really played against Kulkulkan in the League mode. So Kulkulkan's now going to be unlocked in League mode, and I think he can surprise quite a lot of people who aren't used to that. Tectonic Shift has been changed, thankfully. Walls no longer have health, but instead they take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits for the enemy to destroy them. And walls can now only be destroyed by basic attacks. So if you see an enemy Kulkulkan put up his Tectonic Shift with all those mountains, you could use your Chang'e ultimate, your Rara ultimate or something like that. They won't get destroyed. You have to use basic attacks, which seems kind of stupid, but yeah. And the base damage for it has increased at max level from 350 to 550, and that is huge. That is a huge increase. So I think we're going to see a bit more Kulkulkan, because he's going to be a lot more dangerous now. He's going to do a lot more damage. Nothing new with Chak at the moment, but holy crap, I have been dominating with Chak. It is weird how much I've been winning with him. I think I've finally worked out what's made him so dangerous. It's rare that I pick a god just to win with, but I've been having fun with Chak. Same with another god, which I'll talk about later. Chang'e, I should mention that one of her skins will be available very soon. It'll be available Monday, which should be when I release this video, so it'll be available today. It's the Chang'e Moonlight skin, which is really cool. It's only available for purchase at limited times. So that's, I think it's Valentine's Day and the Chinese Festival Day, which I think is today. But also, just get it for the voice pack, honestly.
I'll defend the middle lane. I'll defend the right lane. Enemy spotted. Defend
Oh yeah, so smooth. Kronos, nothing special with him. I got a video of him coming out soon. Cupid has a weird clap. He still likes mooning the camera. Fenrir actually has a dance. Let's watch it. Dance, Fenrir. Oh, what's he doing? No. That's the damn... Is that Michael Jackson, Thriller dance. That dance. Ugh. Freya has had plastic surgery. Her face has changed a little bit. I wish I could zoom in on that. Can't see it. But her face used to be weird in the past, but now it's missing tattoos and she's wearing lipstick. So, yeah, she's looking more like a Barbie doll now. Damn it. But she also has a skin. A pretty awesome skin too. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's called Pixel Buster. I will try it out in game.
Your resolution looks a little low.
Ha.
Oh look, another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
I don't get it.
Try not to get your pixels in a bunch. What, you're going to fight against me? You fool. Dancing like a fly, bite like a mosquito. Get the heck out of here, you nerd. Ever tasted pure ownage? It is quite satisfying.
And her taunts. Okay.
Finish.
The one. Listen to the sound. Really cool. Her 2. I like it too, the sound. And special effects, of course, it's a big square instead of a circle. Her banish. Look at the blocks. And her ultimate. Yeah, you know, her design seems to be based off retro arcade kind of stuff, and honestly, the model looks like something from the MMO called Firefall, I think it is. But also, look at this. Watch what happens when she levels up. Really cool. Geb, does he have anything? Oh, he has a clap. All right, let's have a look at his clap. Yeah, okay. Guan Yu has had a buff, finally! His skills have been upgraded, or improved, since he was nerfed so hard last time. Basically, his conviction cooldown has been reduced from 14 seconds to 10 seconds. The mana cost of it has also been reduced, 100 to 80, and it no longer provides protection. This is very cool. It will mean that he will be able to heal a lot more. His Tallow Assault, physical and magical debuff has been increased from 7 to 10. He once again steals physical damage and magical protections per hit, giving Guan Yu the protection. So this is going to be a big buff back to Guan Yu. That should make him a lot more viable. I tried him as support Guan Yu the other day in League mode. It didn't go down so well. I won the match with him, but it was just so hard because in every team fight they would focus me and I would have to run out very fast. And I hardly used the cavalry charge, his ultimate, to escape. So that was an interesting way to tank, but it seemed to work. Now with more healing, it should help a lot more. Like, he's really going to be support and be able to heal a lot more than what he did before. Nothing new with Hades. I seem to be winning a lot with him. I can't remember the last match I've lost with him. Hebo has been nerfed a bit. A lot of people have been complaining about Hebo, saying that he has 3 ultimates, but he also has new emotions as well. So let's watch them. Clap, nothing new. Wave, he has a dance. Let's see it. Oh no. Damn. Okay. They really did that. His water cannon, it's been reduced from 310 damage to 290 at max level. Not a huge change, but it's something. But his water spout, it also does something where once you knock them up, they they land on the ground and they can run around as normal. They aren't slowed after the water spout, which is kind of huge, because the slow is what really helps me as an Australian with over 300 ping. You hit the water spout and you can't exactly hit a basic attack after. If they're not slowed, you know, it's going to be a lot harder, but it's not a big deal. They're up in the air. You don't really need that slow. So that's kind of a big nerf for Hebo, getting rid of that slow, but yeah. Nothing new with Hel. I saw her in a league match. Someone was playing her as a support. They sucked with her. I don't think she is a support kind of god. Not at the moment. Not the way she was played by them anyway. Hercules' ability mitigate wounds has been changed once again. The damage return as healing has been reduced from 110% to 90%. So it's still reduced again. Slowly getting to the spot where Hi-Rez want it to be. I love Hunbut's emotes. Look at this wave. He claps with his feet. And he does a side flip at the same time. Weird wave. And his dance is... Oh no, I don't know what that dance is, but... Oh, God, so much energy. Isis, nothing special. Janus has been seeing a lot of competitive play at the moment. He's probably the first pick mage most matches, because he just does so much burst damage with his unstable vortex. But let's look at his emotes. What's this? Oh, it's a wave. I thought it was the start of his dance. He has a dance. Let's see it. Oh, is he doing the robot? He is. He's popping. Okay. Kali has had a bit of a change with her skills. Her lash, it does more damage now. It has a massive increase of 5. Yes, 5. So it's not 70 anymore, it's 75. And her destruction, which is her ultimate damage, has been increased from 40 to 45 per tick. So, not a big deal, but I think Kali's probably the hardest god to play with, at least for me. I just can't hit her 2 at all. Nothing really seems special about her yet. I just can't seem to play her well at the moment. Kulkulkan has no emotes. Same with Loki. Mercury, like Hebo, he has been seeing a lot of competitive play, both as a carry, a jungler, and a solo laner. But in League mode, I haven't really found any good Mercury players. So he isn't that scary. He's quite easy to avoid if you know how. You know, just stay out of melee range and watch out for his ultimate and everything. Stick around teammates. It's not that hard. That new helmet which I described, which gets rid of the crits, I think they'll be seeing a bit of play when there's an enemy Mercury on the other team. In the late game at least. Naja hasn't really got much new with her. That helmet has really screwed her ultimate. It's not going to do much damage. Guaranteed crits won't exactly be guaranteed anymore with her ultimate, so she's not going to do a lot less damage against someone with that helmet. She's not being played much at all. I think I've only seen her played once in League mode out of all the League games I've had, and that was a really good Naja. It was scary, but I haven't seen her played any other time apart from that. So she's right on the bottom at the moment. Finally, we're up to the new god. It's Alquang! Oh wait, no, it's Rayquaza. No, Quetzalcoatl. No, it's Kulkulkan. No, it's Kulkulkan. That's how you say it. Listen to his voice pack.
Set up an ambush here. Retreats left lane. Attack fire giant. Retreats left lane.
Yes, you can hear some sounds from Alquang, but his voice pack is different. Let's look at the cards. You put your mouse over them, you can see them. So he kind of has... See, that doesn't look like it at all. That looks like a sacred dragon, not Kulkulkan. So some skins have transferred over. I had the Typhoon skin of Alquang, the see-through one, and I got my favor refunded back to me apparently. So that's cool. I love his golden card. That's cool. There's a lot of cards now. Oh, his diamond. Let's look at that. But yes, I guess we'll go into practice mode and try it out somewhere. Honestly, like Chak, I have been dominating with Alquang lately, and now they've kind of changed him. There's no more Alquang in the game. He will be reinvented and come back later on, given the Sun Wukong treatment. So he'll probably come back looking all like a human with a big beard or something. I don't know what they'll do. But yeah, I've been doing so well with Alquang in League mode that I was called a smurf by the other team. What the hell? That has never happened before. His skills and checks they just work for me. I think it's just because the large range. It's hard to miss when you're an Australian with it. Well, let's try out his jokes.
What is it with people thinking I am a feathered boa? The best thing about me is that I have a poisonality.
Poisonality. Oh my god.
I can't run into myself or it's game over.
I don't get it.
The best thing about me is that I have a poisonality.
Okay, now the taunts.
Middle tower is under attack.
Coils, there is no escape.
Hang on.
Your skills are hysterical. You know I can swallow you in one go. I'll show you how to shed your skin.
Yeah, nothing really new. Same with the abilities. If you watch these abilities, nothing is new with it except for his ultimate. I'll use all of them here. Come here. No, he's gonna die. Okay, let's just look at the ultimate anyway. I'll clear this next wave. Yeah, I think it's even cool. I think that ultimate actually really fits. For Arachne, it never really seemed to fit. It was just the head appearing and just doing that damage. Now it's like a whole serpent doing that damage. Pretty cool. Neith has a dance, which of course is her dance from her winning animation. We'll have to do that in-game. 200 gems for an in-game dance? That sucks. Nua has been nerfed a tiny bit. Her mysterious fog damage has been decreased from 250 to 150 at max level. And her fire shards. It no longer damaged gods who have just spawned. So if you activated your fire shards and then a god spawned, it would damage them. But now it won't do that. Odin is the other god who has been reworked basically, similar to Arachne. So we'll go on game. First we should look at his passive. If an enemy dies in Odin's Ring of Spears, Odin permanently gains physical power. This can stack multiple times. So yeah, he has no passive until level 5. But he has 3 other moves until then. Watch this. His jump, still one of the most damaging abilities for level 1. I'll try jump on this Poseidon. Got him. And he just saw my 3 as well. So his 1 and his 3 is basically the same. His 2 is different though. Watch this. Okay. Yes, it's basically his shield. Oh, look at that damage. The shield is basically like, well, let's read it. It's called Raven Shout. Odin summons a flock of ravens that create a shield around him. When the shield expires, it explodes outward, dealing damage to nearby enemies based on how much health it had remaining. If their shield is at full health, it deals additional bonus damage. The shield will not expire while Odin is using a lunge and will always detonate upon landing. Alright, now my ultimate, I'll jump into this. Now, put my ultimate down. You see Chang'e is trapped in here. She can't escape. She can't go through that if she wanted to, but teammates could. Okay, so I'll try jump in here and use my ultimate on someone. Jump in like a man. Oh, I want to trap one of these guys. Maybe 1 or 2 of them. Or all of them, sure. You see, I can trap them. They're all stuck in there, and my team can run through the rings. And that's a wipe. So basically, if you read it, Odin summons a wall of spears that blocks his and enemy movement. So Odin is trapped in the ring, and so are them. So are the other team. But allies may move freely through it. It does not block attacks. Enemies inside the ring have their attack speed lowered and are unable to heal. And if you look down there at my ultimate, because 3 people died there, I get 3 ruins for that. And that will let me do more damage and things. So, pretty cool. I do like Odin's kit, how his main damage dealer is his jump. You know, you have to be a bit brave to use it. You gotta jump in, do a bunch of damage. And you can trap people. Let's see if I can save Naja. Probably not. Can I? Oh. No. Okay. So yeah, it's still easy to be stupid with Odin. But I like him, it's pretty fun. Haven't been seeing much of Osiris, but look at this, look at his wave. He drops his stuff which just floats in the air while he waves. Kinda weird. Yeah, I haven't seen much of him. I don't expect to see any more of him, honestly, because this new item, if people build anti-crit, if mages build anti-crit in the late game, he's definitely not going to be used so much. Mercury, Osiris, and Naja all got a big nerf because of that item. That is if it's even bought. Guys, what happened to Poseidon? He used to be the first pick mage, and then now hardly anyone picks him. This was after his movement speed was changed. Ra has a wave emote. Nothing new with Rama. Sala has some emotes, nothing special. Circa has been kicking my ass lately. Honestly, she has a new card as well, her gold card. There it is. Pretty cool card. But yeah, she's been stun locking me. She uses her her 2 and no, she uses her 3. Yeah, she uses her 3 and then her last breath, and that's a stun because her Cobra's Kiss, that's a CC. So is Last Breath, and that is a lot of CC. You know, if you run back to your team with Last Breath on and you die, you can infect all of them. She does an insane amount of damage. Ban this god. So like with some emotes, he has a dance. Let's see what it is. I don't know what that dance is from. Don't tell me it's to walk like the Egyptian dance. That'd be extremely stupid. Nothing new with the Wukong or Thanatos. Nothing new with Nemesis. Nothing new with Thor, but I will buy this. I'll buy this just to show you. I'll show it to you in game just to see what it looks like, because it looks like he stands really high. If you look at this, will he do it? Yes, he floats up into the sky. So he kind of floats off screen here, but I'll show you it in game. Nothing new with Tyr, but I've been working on a video for him. Basically, I got this special build for him at the moment where a lot of people say Tyr isn't viable anymore. He doesn't do enough damage to the creeps early in the game, and I think I've found a solution for that. So I hope to finish that video and bring it out soon. Although it hasn't been seen much play in the competitive scene. Every time someone picks them, their team usually loses. So I don't know, he might need a buff in future. Nothing new with a baby. Vulcan, Xbalanque has some emotes. Yuumi has a wave. I like. I could buy that. I don't know. You can buy it with favor. It's tempting. Still no emotes for Zeus and Zhonghui. So yeah, that's it. That was a lot of stuff. Another big patch. I'm gonna miss the old Kwang and also the old Arachne. I never really was a fan of Ona, but to be fair, I never really gave him a chance. I'm sorry if this video seems a bit rushed. I got a bunch of uni stuff I have to focus on at the moment, so this video was kind of yeah, it's rushed. Next one should be better. I got a few videos I'm uploading at the moment to release over this next week, but what kind of videos do you want to see in future? Soon I got another challenge which I'll be uploading. I got one showing one of the hardest gods in the game to play as. More short videos which seems to have gone down very well. And a question to you, what would you like to see first? Would you like to see the Kulkulkan video? Because I said I absolutely dominate league matches with him now. Or would you like to see an Arachne video with a new update to her? Or would you like to see Odin for once? I don't know, let me know in the comments below. And once again, I'm sorry if this video seems kind of crappy. It was rushed, but I just wanted to share this information. And as always, the patch notes are in the description below. I'll see you next time.